The word and the vision of the Lord comes to us today. The Lord began to sing a song this morning. I woke up feeling, what shall I say, needy. And the old hymn that I heard, Jesus keep me near the cross, there's a precious fountain. And as that song was coming forth, I just kept singing, and I felt quite well looked after, because it's by the cross, at the cross, where Jesus made me whole. And then I got this sense that every one of our mistakes, defeats, what not good things that happen to us, all those things the Lord converts into the power of the cross, puts it through, and then we learn more of Christ, and a little cross shaped, little shall I say, a stitching gets into our spirit. That's the sense I got. And then he says, even your strength and your victories bring to me to the cross, otherwise they will just evaporate away in your own pomp and in your own, boasting. But it shouldn't be so. It is laid back on the cross. Power of the cross is strengthening us. And Psalm 149 and also Romans 8:28, that through all these not good things, God works for good to them that love him and are called according to his purposes. Thus experience the cross about those not good things. That the Lord does this again and again. So Psalm 149:4 says, for the Lord takes pleasure in his people. I got very strengthened about this. He will beautify the afflicted ones with salvation. So everything that we go through and come through with Christ, there is a beautification, there's a glorification, there's a strengthening, and a decoration, if you may, inwardly of the cross of Christ, of the strength of the cross of Christ, of the life of the cross of Christ, of the power of the cross of Christ, gets inwardly written into us. So let the godly ones exult in glory, let them sing for joy on their beds, let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands. So this is the kind of action that goes on to execute vengeance, the just desert on the nations and punishments on the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them the judgment written. So when Christians are in active practice of the cross of Christ, all what God wants to do in a nation begins to happen. The wicked will be judged, the struggling will be saved, execute on them the judgment written. There's a written part for your portion of life, the God's scope. And how does he execute it? By getting the cross worked into all our experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, bad things, anything. He works the cross out, its power, its life into us and out of us. His mandate comes, works through us, execute on them the judgment written. All what God has written for that nation can come through as each Christian does his part. So it is in our relationship with him, it is in our commission worked out with God, that the judgment written will be done in any nation. So don't vacillate, don't blame the politicians. To execute on them the judgment written, it is our part in our life as we walk with the Lord, work with the Lord. His commission done by us, which of course involve witness and preaching of the gospel. This is an honor for all his godly ones. That's his promise, how nations will change. So in each experience, like a corn of wheat falling down to the ground and dying, and resurrection coming, in each experience we die to the last thing and rise again in the newness of life. And those bad things that become ashes, he promises beauty. That's the way God redeems, God works through us, beautifying us with his salvation, and works his mandate around us into our areas of jurisdiction. God bless you and keep you.